Before the law stands a doorkeeper. A man from the city comes to the doorkeeper and asks to be admitted to the law, but the doorkeeper informs him that he cannot grant him admittance at this time. The man ponders this, and then asks whether he will be admitted at some time in the future. "It is possible," says the doorkeeper, "but not at present." Because the gate stands open as always, and the doorkeeper steps aside, the man stoops down to look through the gateway to the interior. On seeing this, the doorkeeper laughs and remarks, "If it's so enticing, then just try going in despite my interdiction. But take note, I am powerful, and I am only the lowliest doorkeeper. In hall after hall stand other doorkeepers, each more powerful than the last. The mere sight of the third doorkeeper is more than I can endure." The citizen never anticipated such difficulties. The law, he thinks, should be accessible at all times and to everyone. But when he now takes a closer look at the doorkeeper in his official coat and large imposing face, he decides he had better wait for permission to enter after all. The doorkeeper allows him to sit on the steps just outside the door. There he sits, for days on end. He makes many attempts to be admitted, and exhausts the doorkeeper with his pleas. The doorkeeper often conducts little interviews with him, asking him about his home and many other things, but the questions are put indifferently, much as high-ranking officials would put them, and he always concludes by repeating that he cannot yet admit him. The man who came well-equipped for his journey uses everything he has, however valuable, for the purpose of bribing the doorkeeper. The doorkeeper accepts everything, but says as he does so, "I'm only accepting this so you won't think there is something that you haven't tried." Throughout the many attempts, he observes the doorkeeper fixedly with almost no interruption. He forgets the other doorkeepers, and this first one seems to him the sole obstacle between himself and the law. He curses his miserable fate recklessly early on, but as time passes, growing tired and hungry, he just grumbles to himself. Eventually his eyesight begins to fail, and he does not know whether his eyes deceive him or whether it is really growing dark around him. But through the gloom he can now definitely make out a radiance that pours unendingly from the doorway of the law. Now he no longer has much time to live. Before his death, all the experiences come together in his head to form one question that he has not yet put to the doorkeeper. "So what is it that you still want to know? You are insatiable." "Surely everyone strives to reach the law," says the man. "So how is it that no one but me has ever begged for admittance?" The doorkeeper recognizes that the man is near the end, and in order to penetrate his failing senses, brings himself closer to his ears. "No one else could ever be granted admission here, as this gate was just for you. Now, I am going to close it."